Hello everyone, it's your boy Victoria XD, and welcome back to NASCAR Heat 3. So this video is going to be a little bit different than usual. We're going to be doing a farewell video for BK Racing and Furniture Row Racing. This is like a mock funeral video. So we're going to be racing with those two. So, yeah, on to the track we go.
Drive safe and be smart. Keep your head up.
Okay, so here we are at Charlotte. We're going to be making our farewell run with BK Racing. First step in the video. So BK Racing has been fielding cars since 2012. They've always been like a second or third rate. They've usually finished it up down to the 30s in owners points. Hey, watch it, Ty Dillon. I have the thing on 105. Oh, sorry, Brendan, gone. Yeah, I have the thing on 105, so it's going to be a little hard. And two people just died. And here we have Ricky Stenhouse. They've been fielding cars since 2012. And 2015 was their peak year. 2014 was their peak year because they fielded 4 cars in the Daytona 500. They fielded the 23, the 26, the 83, and the 93. It's not something that you see all the time. BK, an underfunded team, fielding 4 cars in the Daytona 500. That's actually kind of risky because the Daytona 500 it costs a lot to get in, but it pays you a lot if you get out clean. So, yeah. And recently, in 2018, their final season, BK Racing finished 35th in owners points. So, yeah, they finished 35th in owners points. Yeah. 35th in owners points, and they fielded great. They put Greg Golding in the car for the first 17 races of the season, until replacing him with Blake Jones, who made his debut at New Hampshire. After that, they hired a rotating list of drivers to sub, because since Greg Golding left the team to the sponsorship issues, they just had to call people up to drive their 23. The last race of the 23 car was with J.J. Yaley at Homestead. I don't remember when they finished. I mean, they finished somewhere around 30th, I guess. But I don't know. And yeah, so I have the AI difficulty on 105, which is the hardest you can get. So yeah, I'm kind of struggling right now because I've never really faced 105. It's like running Champions League, and we're already we really are struggling. We lost like 3/10 in one turn.
Good lap,
All right, let's see if we can gain some time here. Well, that was a good turn, and we're still losing time. Yeah. In August, BK Racing sold all their equipment, and they were acquired by Obayaka Racing, which will field a full-time team next year. I cannot wait for Obayaka Racing to come back to NASCAR because I think they're going to do pretty good in NASCAR. But I don't know how they're going to fare out because a lot of people have been complaining about this on how they're going to be the BK Racing and Furniture Row Racing's replacement in terms of manufacturer. And I think this is it, 38th.
Alright, that's okay. You can't win them all.
Wasn't expecting that much, weren't you? Yeah, it's because I had some contact with people. I had my run-ins, And now it's time, rest in pieces, BK Racing. 2012 to 2018, you will forever be missed. Thank you for showing us that small teams can do big things. On to the next. Alright, now for Furniture Row Racing. We are at Martinsville because it's one of my favorite tracks. And it's the track where Martin Truex Jr. almost won his first short track race. Yeah, Martinsville seems to be a little bit easier. We're starting 30th. Now, let's talk about Furniture Row Racing. Furniture Row Racing opened in 2008, fielding the 78. They didn't do too well in the first season. In their first season, they finished 42nd in notice points, failing to qualify for several races. Yeah, they started off running very mediocre, but a few years later, they improved. They got Kurt Busch, Regan Smith, those guys. Regan Smith won Furniture Row Racing's first ever race at Darlington, with Smith across the checkered flag, and this time he kept the flag.
Careful now, still there. Clear outside.
So yeah, that was Furniture Row Racing's first win, and it was the only win for anyone else other than Martin Truex Jr. Martin Truex Jr. did some good juju to the team, winning them 18 races, I think. I think 18.
Clear all around.
Yeah, Martin Truex Jr. joined them in 2015 when he left Michael Waltrip Racing.
That was a great lap.
Martin Truex Jr. had a pretty good first season. He finished 4th in the point standings, making it to the Final Four for the first time in the team's history. In 2016, Furniture Row Racing got an alliance with Joe Gibbs Racing to supply them with cars
5 to go. You got this.
and stuff. They finished second in the closest finish ever in the Daytona 500, which would have been their Daytona 500 win. Truex is yet to get that Daytona 500 win, but I think he'll get it soon. Someday he'll redeem himself over that loss. Oh, we're almost done. In 2017, Martin Truex Jr. dominated the 2018 NASCAR season and won the championship for Furniture Row Racing.
Wow, that was your best lap ever. Outside.
After winning their first championship on September 4th, Furniture Row Racing announced that they will be closing their team because they lost 5-hour energy, which was huge, not only for Furniture Row Racing but for NASCAR itself. Because 5-hour energy was a pretty big sponsor in NASCAR. So yeah, they ended up finishing the championship race in second, failing to defend their title, and lost it to Joey Logano, as Joey Logano passed Martin Truex Jr. with 2 laps remaining in the race. With 14 laps remaining in the race. Truex ended up finishing second, and he will be moving to Joe Gibbs Racing to drive their 19, which I think it's a good move, because why not move your ally back into your team? But anyways, that is it. Furniture Row Racing, goodbye, and you will be sincerely missed. Well, that's it for this video, folks. Thank you so much for watching this video. We will see you in the next video.